Okay, so good afternoon those who are joining us. We'll wait for some people to join. We'll get going just after the hour, just to give everyone the maximum opportunity to join. So welcome to everybody, and we'll start around about probably about 3 or 4 minutes past. Yeah, good afternoon to those who are joining us. Welcome. We'll wait for people to join. Experience says that in about 2 o'clock, there's a few people who are still joining at that time. So we'll start just past the hour. So yeah, we'll start probably about 3 or 4 minutes past. Okay, good afternoon, everybody. It's 2 o'clock. We're going to hang on for another few minutes just to wait for a few people who are still joining us. Yeah, we'll get going just in 2 or 3 minutes time. So thanks for those who are with us. Yeah, bear with us as we wait for some people to join. Okay, welcome those who are joining us. We're going to get going at about 3 minutes past, just to give people a chance to join and get themselves set up. Okay, I'm not sure, so apparently I was crackling then. I don't know whether that's any better. Okay, we'll hang on for a couple of minutes just to see. There's still some people joining us. Okay, welcome those who are joining us. Welcome to this afternoon's webinar. We'll get cracking in a few minutes, a couple of minutes, just to wait for. We'll wait for the last few people to join. We'll get going at 4 minutes past. Okay, right, I think we'll start. So firstly, welcome to the third webinar in the Neville's webinar series. Thank you for joining us. I do hope that you are safe and well and that your families are safe and well. It's great to know that we have many of our partners here today, and we're really great to host you all again. We again have a fantastic representation from across the UK, Europe and beyond, which is great. We wanted to take the opportunity today on two tools that we think are really important to customers and particularly vital as the hospitality sector opens up and needs our support. You'll hear today from myself, Richard Vanstone, Sales Manager responsible for our independent sector sales, and Niall Cambridge, our Head of Sales. We have Kelly Mansfield, our Marketing Manager, as part of the panel. And Ian Whitsey, our Product Manager, is controlling the presentation today. The session should last around 20 to 25 minutes with time for questions at the end. There are a number of other Neville's team members who will be on the webinar today. On this webinar today, you are standardly on mute mode with cameras off. If you have any questions, please click on the Q&A box button and then type your question in there. Ian is monitoring questions and will read these out at the end. The questions can be anonymous to everybody, so don't be shy, please do ask away and we try and answer as many as we can. And the last couple of webinars have been great because there's been quite a lot of good questions and it's meant the sessions have been interactive, which is great for us. You will see on every page a QR code, which if you use your camera on your smartphone will bring up a link to a very short feedback questionnaire, which will be really useful for us. This is still relatively new to us, so please bear with us. We hope you find it useful and beneficial. There are videos on this webinar, so we do trust that they will work and that everyone will be able to see these. If you do get into difficulties with the webinar, there is a recording which you'll be able to replay on demand and also rewind and rewatch if you require. Okay, can we move on to the next slide, please, Ian? Okay, so we're going to demonstrate three features today, important features of NevilleUK.com, our website. Two of the features are existing features that are very relevant to this time. They are order tracking and product alternatives. The third is a demo of our new functionality, Wishlist, which we are really excited about and how this can help customers. Next slide, please, Ian. Order tracking. Order tracking is one of the most important features from our website and gives a huge amount of information to help you manage your business. During the COVID crisis, we have talked about the ability for distributors to quickly respond to demand and the challenges to scale their operations. Neville's can help this through our direct delivery service, and this shows how you can manage this part of the process really easily. There is a full audit trail which remains on your account, so there's no wading through emails or remembering where PODs or details are stored. The information stays on your account. The link allows you to access carrier data, both FedEx and pallet networks, without having to leave the Neville site with a single sign-on. It's really easy. And the information is available 24/7 when you need it and when the end user requests it from you. Next slide, please, Ian. Okay, so Ian, so this is going to be a demonstration and I'm signed in and I'm going to go to my account. So Ian, would you play the video, please? Okay, so I'm going to sign in. I'm going to go to my account. Okay, then I'm going to click and go down and go to view my order history. I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to pick the order that I want to find more about. So I can scroll down, click on the order that I'm interested in, and then click on the order. I can then see all the details and all the products and the quantities. I just want to track this. So I clicked on the tracking link, which takes me seamlessly to the FedEx delivery information, where I can see when the package was delivered and full details. This is a great way to track all of your Neville's orders, particularly for direct deliveries. Okay. Next slide, please, Ian. Okay, alternative products. This is a really important feature of the website and one that has been improved and developed. We're seeing and will continue to see demand placed on selected products in our range. The information that we have is up to date, accurate, and refreshed every 15 minutes to make sure that you can make the best decisions. However, we do know that you may need a product fast, we may not have availability, and so we show alternative products and only show these where they are available. The demo will show you how you can do this to swap to available products. I'm going to do this from the quick order entry method. Next slide, please, Ian. Okay, so this is a screen where I'm logged in. So if you just play, please, Ian. Okay, so I'm going to quick order entry. I know it's my code. It's a 2-tier trolley. Okay, so I can see there's not enough stock. I can see when it's coming in, but that's too late. Okay, so I'm going to click on alternative products. I'm just going to click on that. That's right. And so I can see that there is a 3-tier trolley that is available. So I'm going to switch to that product. And then I can easily add that to my basket. Okay, so a simple way to make fast product decisions. Okay, next slide, please, Ian. Okay, the final demo on the website is our new feature, wish list, which we are really pleased with. It's simply the quickest and easiest way to create and send a list of Genware products to whoever you wish. It literally takes a minute to do this. There is no need to sign in. So this means that it is great for your end users and for sales teams to be able to convert the interest that people have in Genware products. And the output looks great and professional. Next slide, please, Ian. Okay, so I'm not logged in here. Okay, and Ian, if you would please play the video. Okay, so I'm going to click on the products. I want some products from the service at a distance category. I need 10 of the big oval trays. So I'm going to add that to the wish list. Okay, great. So I also need some tray stands. I rather like the black metal versions, so we'll need 10 of those. Okay, so I'm happy with my wish list. Okay, let's add those 10. Okay, so I'm adding those all to my wish list. Okay, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to finalize that. So I'm going to put my details in. Okay, I want to send a copy to myself, an email copy to myself. And I also want to send an email copy to Niall. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so I put, and then that's done. So I need to finalize and finish the wish list, and that's then complete. Okay, so next slide, I'm going to show you, we'll show you the output email. So next slide, please, Ian. Okay, so what you'll see here is this shows the email output. On the left, what I get is a neat professional document, which is all at list price. It tells me where it is sent to. You can also send it as a CSV file if you want. So you see on the top left-hand corner, there's a CSV file which you get and you can upload this. On the right is what Niall or anyone I wish to send it to will receive. It shows that it's been sent from me and all the products that I'm interested in. Really simple, very professional and extremely quick. Niall, this has been great for customers, hasn't it?
Yes, Andrew certainly has. As you said, one of the newest features on the Neville's website, and one that we believe will be very helpful for our distributors, for the end customer, and also the Neville sales teams. Some suggestions of a number of ways that this feature could be used. Your customers can send you a list of Genware products that they're interested in or wish to order. It makes it very easy for you then to create a quotation for them and send it back very efficiently with as little as possible work as needed. Also, from an end user point of view that may be searching the Genware website or on the Genware website, Neville website, they're able to go through the Genware range and send the distributors a list of products where they would like to see samples, or again, they may wish just to generate that themselves and send that to you for pricing. I think, at Neville's, we've been trying hard to get a functionality, functional way through our website to try and create some leads and some opportunities for our distributors. And we certainly believe that this wish list should be able to do that. And as soon as we receive those in, we will then farm those out to the relevant distributors, or ask them which distributor they would wish to go through, or also then they can locate a distributor through the website. So yeah, really, really good function, and a great addition to the already very good website.
Niall, thanks for that. I skipped through very quickly. I forgot to bring in you on
it's okay.
on the other two ones. So yeah, certainly the order tracking. Do you want to talk about how that's been relevant?
Yeah, certainly. Yeah. So I'll cover over the order tracking and the alternatives. As Andrew mentioned, a fantastic feature that does allow our distributors to manage the tracking and signature functionality of the carriers via the Neville's website. As more and more distributors see the operational benefits of direct deliveries, as well as the improvement in the margin that they get by allowing us to do their delivery and warehousing for them, we see this feature being a vital service for the distributors, and improves, we believe, the overall customer experience for our distributors, but also for their customers. On the alternatives, definitely over the last few weeks and months, we've seen some dramatic spikes in product sales that the hospitality industry needs as they start this reopening phase, which is, as everybody will be aware, is a very exciting time, and this has meant that the alternatives feature is now even more important than ever. If your customers are looking for particular products where we have no stock availability, by using this alternatives feature, this could keep the sale and keep your customer happy overall. So yeah, three very, very, very good website operational products that we have there.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Great. Okay, so that's finishes the website part of this. I'm going to now hand over to Richard, who's going to take you through the app side of the app side of this presentation. So over to you, Richard.
Yeah, thanks, Andrew, and good afternoon, all. Great to be here. So as Andrew introduced, I'm going to spend some time discussing our Neville's app. The app is a fantastic extension of our website that you can access from your handheld device at home, in call, or any of the other glamorous locations our salespeople find ourselves in. Firstly, I will note that there is a Genware app as well, which has slightly less function for end users. For example, they're not able to log in or order and view pricing, although they can add items to baskets, create the all-important lead. So for today's tutorial, I'll be using the Neville app only. The app can be downloaded via the Android Play Store or the App Store on Apple, and there are some minor differences. Today I'm going to be using the Apple version, but please make contact if you need any training on either platform. Happy to help. As an introduction, I'm going to be covering navigation of the app, creating a mini brochure, and then also adding annotations. Next slide, please, Ian. So in these strange times where digital is becoming more important, where repeated handling of brochures by multiple people is being avoided during best working practice, we see the app as a very important tool going forward. Just this week, I've assisted with a showroom refresh coming out of lockdown, where a tablet is going to be positioned on a stand. that can be wiped down after each visit or use. This is going to replace literature in the showroom. What we see here on the page in front of you is a screenshot of the homepage. This is the best place to find all our latest brochures. This is where you can connect with us via social media and take virtual tours of our Manchester and London showrooms. Top left, without a doubt, is the button you're going to be using most. This is our latest brochure button. You're going to find the most up-to-date collection of actually all of our brochures and supplements. This is updated as soon as we introduce new products or go through any launch. Did you realize currently we've got 9 live documents all within this part of the app? The most recent being our new normal document, highlighting our socially distanced and service distance products. You can download all of the documents to save for work offline or at times where Wi-Fi signal is not available, often when you are working remotely. Key features of the app enable a navigation and identification of products faster by product code, category, or brief description summary. The app operates alongside our website, so you can literally jump through to check pricing and stock at any time. And I'll be demoing this shortly. Next slide, please, Ian. So I appreciate most devices are used in a portrait profile, certainly with mobile phones. But for the benefit of today's webinar, I've just tipped the phone on its side to a landscape profile to make these videos slightly more visual and perhaps more similar to the iPad experience. Before Ian presses play, please note the key icons highlighted at the bottom of this page. This is the app's menu bar that I'll be using throughout, as you won't have a cursor to follow during the app demos, as these are a recorded video. In green, you'll see the button we use to amend the view from 1 page to 2 pages. In red is a category search button, and in blue is the scroll button. Ian, could you press play on the video? So first impressions, and what you're going to notice is the layout is going to be exactly the same as our paper brochure. Here we're looking at the front cover, but pressing the green icon provides you with a 2-page view. This helping you look ahead or review a collection easier. Here I'm moving through to the contents page and then into the new product section. Navigation of the page is quite simply by swiping the pages left and right with your finger on the touchscreen. Highlighted in blue is the scroll button, which provides a view of 4 pages forward or back, and clicking on that page will let you jump through to the chosen product area instantly. Zooming in and out can happen by pinching or spreading the screen to gain further product detail or viewing images better. A more in-depth search can be completed by using a category search highlighted in the red button. And here I'm going to select our glassware collection. And again, 1 click straight through. Further to this, you can use the search box in the top right of the app. I believe this is the best search function within our business. You don't need the exact code, just a brief description. For example, green. Typing this word is looking for every occurrence of this word in our brochure. If you add chopping, it's going to help narrow the search down and help you find green chopping boards, which I'm looking for in seconds. You'll notice all of the keywords I was searching for are highlighted in yellow. Really helpful if you're looking for a product or keyword, perhaps you don't know what the product looks like. Once the code has been found, clicking on this code will take you straight through to the website. If you're logged in, you can get the stock, pricing, and further information. And then to return to the app, in the top left, quite simply click Return to Edition. Next slide, please, Ian. Creating a mini brochure. Making a mini brochure is a fantastic tool and a great alternative to sending a paper brochure. It tailors the presentation to what the customer is looking for, and a very simple and effective method that can be delivered instantly. The end result is a small collection of pages taken from the brochure, saved as a PDF, and can be emailed directly from the device that you are using. I'll demo this next. Next slide, please, Ian. Again, before we start the video, please note the share icon just in the middle of the menu, highlighted in green. Could you play the video, please, Ian? So on this occasion, I'm going to use the category select option. The customer is requesting detail on stainless steel Gastronorms, so I choose storage and Gastronorm. I use the select and share icon in the middle of the menu bar and start selecting the pages I wish to share. So note, as I start tapping on the pages, the confirmation is seen as the page is added and there's blue in the top bar. Once I've completed my selection and doing a little bit of upselling of adding a few GN transportation items, I select done in the top right corner. This instantly will add to an email as a PDF to be receipted by customer that you're sat in front of, or indeed you're working and catching up after the meeting in the evening. Once sent, that returns you straight back to the app. It's a really fantastic tool which gives you the benefits of being able to include lifestyle imagery, category summaries, and product details to your presentation. Next slide, please, Ian. The final area I'm going to review today is adding annotations. Adding annotations is useful as a reminder for yourself when in call, perhaps walking around a showroom or sending to a customer with a call to action. There's two options of using the post-it note or a handwritten annotation. You can save and send your notes in the same way as the mini brochure via email, but I'll also show you a quick link to how to share via social media, WhatsApp, even SMS. There is also a clever feature within the app that allows you to search all annotations or delete all once you've finished with the function. Next slide, please, Ian. So using the note icon in red and the written icon in green, I'll demo the ability to add annotations. Could you play the video, Ian? So clicking on the red notes icon whilst on the relevant page opens a text box. A note can be added and saved. Here I'm reminding myself to order samples of this particular product. Once clicked OK, I can then relocate the note to whichever product is relevant. When clicking on the written note icon, it opens a menu at the top and bottom of the page from where you can choose color of the ink, thickness of the pen, erase and amend before saving. You can then also send both versions, although please note that the post-it note version, as this is sent as a PDF, will not open at the other end. So here I'm going to send as an email, which on this occasion embeds directly into the body of the email, slightly different to the previous demo. And it's also where I can show you the alternatives for sharing the page, including recently used contacts to be able to share via WhatsApp, social media. Just for the ease of this demo, without opening up another piece of software, I'm just dropping into an email again. So once sent, deleting and amending is almost the same process, but in reverse. By selecting clear all or delete in the submenus, will return to leaving you with a clean page. So it's the end of my short demos. Hopefully some good hints and tips for you whilst using the app. Please make contact with any of the Neville sales team. We're here to help. Please, we can help you with training. We can do this online via Zoom, and we're really here to help you all. That's all from me. Andrew, Niall, have you got anything to add?
Not from my side. Thanks, Richard.
Oh, that's great. Thanks, Richard. Yeah, it just leaves me to say finally, so thank you very much for listening and for your support of Neville's. We have some questions, which I know Ian will start to read out. But before we do ask questions, can I draw your attention to promote the next webinar in the webinar series, which is another business update on the 23rd of July, 2020. So that's at 2 p.m. We want to give you an update on lots of things we're doing, covering service propositions, showrooms, customer support, market feedback. And I'm sure you agree that things are moving fast, so we want to keep you updated as much as possible as what we can do for you. If we don't get a chance just to answer all the questions, we will try and pick some of these up as we're going through. And if we can't, then we'll try and get back to you as well. Also, we'll leave this page up. It's got the QR code. Please use your smartphones. Please give us some feedback on that. It's much appreciated and helps us because we want this. We've had some fantastic sort of feedback and positive feedback about what about these webinars, and really we want to try and keep these going and tailor those to really what you need. So feedback is always great. So okay, so that's kind of it from me. Ian, could you try to read out some of the questions?
Yeah, I should go through some of the questions. We've got 5 questions currently, but feel free to send any more in. The first question we have is, would it be possible to get the delivery confirmation email without prices? This would enable me to forward the POD to the customer without having to edit the prices away.
Okay, good question. I'll have to check that one out on that one. I know that the yeah. So you want to be able to provide something that you can send to the customers to prove it's been delivered without showing prices. I will. We'll have to come back to you on that one.
Next question here is there a price match for alternative products, more expensive products, similar to Tesco online shopping?
No.
Not currently. It's not something we have, but I do believe that we would definitely be welcome the conversation that if people, our distributor customers, are looking at alternatives and they want to keep that sale, then definitely pick up the phone to customer support or myself, Richard, Mark or Carl, currently, that we would definitely try and help to match that price on the product that we can't supply, for sure.
Next question we have, is it possible for small distributors to be on the list of contact distributors on the website?
Niall, do you want to pick that one up as well?
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Good question. I think everything's changed now in terms of where Neville's is as a business compared to where we were before. There was a threshold, a spend threshold for distributors gaining being put onto the Find a Distributor search on the website. I suppose if you look at that spend now, it's out the window, and certainly something I'm happy to discuss with Andrew and Kelly from marketing, just to see if we would certainly for this year at the least potentially put the smaller spending distributors on that find, but certainly something I will pick up with Andrew and Kelly and come back to whoever it is has asked the question, if it's not anonymous.
Next question we have, is the wish list function available on the Gemware website?
Kelly, do you want to pick that one up?
Yes, so no, the wish list functionality that's on the Neville's website is not on the Gemware website, but as Richard mentioned, on the Gemware website and on the Gemware app, any of the interactive brochures have a shopping basket, and it is a very similar function where you can create a wish list. So an end user can create a wish list, and that actually gets sent into Neville's, and that gets sent into the marketing department, and that gets passed on to the relevant salesperson for them to then pick up from there, and obviously hopefully sort of process the request and then speak to the relevant distributors.
Great, thanks, Kelly. Okay, just whilst we're going through before the last question, please do scan the QR code and send your surveys back. It's really appreciative as well. So, Ian, is there any more questions?
There's one more question. On the website, I used to have a sample order option. Has this been removed, or should I contact my sales manager for it to be enabled again?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was removed earlier on this during crisis time. It remains off, but we will look to reinstate that. No, I can't remember when are we giving a date to that, or is that in the future?
Yeah, just I'll pick up on that if that's okay. But yeah, we did. I think, given the our service proposition leading up to the reopen in March and into even today, we did remove the sample option or the sample order option on the website, and it really was to try and control the amount of sample requests we got. However, there was always the ability to contact either the customer service support team or Richard's, myself, Mark, or Carl, who would then process or get that sample processed for you. We are looking to move to the more normal Neville service in the coming weeks. And I think once we have that, that means then the ability for us to pick and pack more orders and more sample orders will mean that we're not letting customers down. And that really is one of the reasons why the sample, that sample order via the website was removed. It was really just for us to control and be able to dispatch orders, basically predominantly the orders, and we prioritize those. But certainly I think if you, in the coming weeks, you will see that being switched back on.
Thanks, Noel. Okay, Ian, any more questions?
That is all the questions for now.
Great. Okay, so thank you thank you very much for joining us. Have a safe rest of the day, and we do look forward to seeing you all soon. Again, make the note of the 23rd of July as the next webinar. Yeah, we'd like to see you there if we can. So thanks very much, everybody, and cheerio.
Thank you. Bye.